Today's lesson is unconscious endings. I'm going to focus the discussion on our journey with love and relating, but know that whatever ending you're navigating, the archetypal themes will apply and hopefully serve you to get a powerful new perspective. One of the biggest challenges many of us face when ending a relationship is the idea and the belief, actually the entire cultural conditioning, that it's a failure. Endings are almost always considered bad, sometimes even suspicious, as like somebody's fucked up. Something went wrong. Even the polite response our friends and family will give us is, "Oh no, I'm so sorry." There's a search for the mistake or the bad person. It can be so strong that our friends and immediate family start taking sides. But if we zoom out, we really see that our culture is polarizing in a success and failure model, with this fairy tale goal of a happily ever after presented as the only full success of the game. In fact, the entire traditional model could be considered an elevator of success ideal. You start dating, you get more serious, you move in together, there's some sort of legality, marriage proposal, children, shared property, and death. So we often look at love like an Easter egg hunt, hoping to find the one that will make our life look like this never-ending happy line going up and up and up. This is very much linked to our consumerist culture focused on achievement, and it really focuses on our deep denial of death. We also have a superficial understanding of the purpose of love. It's been sold to us as something designed to make us happy and joyful. But when we give ourselves permission to break free from the model of successful relating, what we see is the truth that in today's world, the vast majority of humans are having a number of deeply significant journeys with love and relating. In the 10 years that I've been giving my new paradigm relationship workshops around the planet, I've only ever met one couple where the wife had only ever been lovers with her husband. So at this moment, it appears evolutionary that it's serving humanity to have a number of encounters with love that are deeply significant. We are on a journey of love through each other, but ultimately with ourselves. You are the one that is always going to be there for you. And there is no other relationship that comes close in importance to the one that you have with yourself. It is through our relationships with others that we expand our understanding of ourselves. In Tantra, this is considered the heart of the inner marriage or spiritual union practice, to become whole unto ourselves, to know and accept all aspects of ourselves. When we look at love as a transformational force that brings other people into our lives to support our own expansion, we get a totally different new cyclical model that understands that there are chapters and seasons to love. Our culture is totally focused on spring and summer, how to attract, how to begin, and how to be in the celebration and the fullness of love. But we are terrible at bringing our attention to autumn and winter. In this model, relationship endings are not a failure. They're not shameful. They're just another opportunity for us to learn about ourselves. And actually, they're not even an ultimate ending. They're one step on our path that lead to a future spring. In the old model of the success failure, we have to trash our old relationships, ignore all their gifts, turn our exes into the bad guy or the bad girl, all because it didn't last and therefore doesn't meet the ideal and therefore can't be real. So only by trashing our ex do we make space for the one to still come in. But what this does is it robs us, it denies us from examining what we learned, how we grew, what we gave, what we gained, and really celebrating and enriching ourselves from all the good that we've experienced and successfully building upon it for the future. So I invite you into a new frame that honors the cycles of life and honors endings as a healthy part of love, one of its most transformational aspects. What if we honored ourselves for the courage, the creativity, and the love itself that is propelling us onwards into the new, away from the known, away from the comfortable? What if it wasn't shameful? That doesn't mean it isn't painful. I want to add a footnote. Does this mean that I don't believe in long-term relationships? I do. I do believe long-term relating is possible and beautiful, but only if we recognize that many deaths are occurring all the time and we continually let the old versions of ourselves and the other person happen and we keep meeting afresh. So then it's possible that life may have our boats keep sailing together. But if we look closely, there are many deaths even in long-term relating. I invite you to sit and take a moment to really reflect on whatever ending you're navigating and see if you are holding on to a story of shame, that this somehow represents a failure on your life scoreboard, some fuck up, or some reason that you're a bad person. And give yourself a moment to see if you can journal or actually physically dance this energy all the way through your body. What does that belief or thought sound like, feel like? Where is it held in your body? It can be really helpful to give the judgments and the negative stories some space, so do try journaling. You may be able to identify if these beliefs are yours, maybe they come from your parents or religion. I invite you to take 5-10 minutes to use your breath, sound, and movement, or the tools, particularly shaking, to allow your body that's been holding on to this some space to clear. Take a breath, do a hand scream, and actually once you feel that you've moved some of the energies of the shame, I invite you to move in a counterclockwise square, like a drunken monkey. This is a technique from Tai Chi, and as you walk in this counterclockwise square, imagine that you are unwinding yourself out of the shame and out of the beliefs that something is wrong. Have a read of the comments below and let me know how this new frame of relationship endings landed for you. See you in the next lesson.